Hi and welcome. I'm Sherryn and welcome to the beautiful Queen's Park in Moonee Ponds. I thought it was time to give you an update on my crazy challenge to walk 500 kilometers in 50 days to raise $25,000 for the Hunger Project. I'm popping up today because I've hit two big milestones I wanted to share with you. The first, I have conquered over halfway. Today on this very spot, I'm up to 275 kilometers. Yes, that's 27 days of walking, feet, foot after foot, out in the cold, the wet and the rain. Because you know what I didn't think to do when I started off this crazy challenge? I didn't put it on a pedometer. I didn't allow myself the opportunity to have the niceties of being able to walk in the gym when the weather's cold or wet. No, I put it on an app on my phone, which means each and every day, even those days where it's 7 o'clock I've been exhausted and just want to put my feet up, I've had to put my shoes on and get out that door and walk a dedicated 10 kilometers each and every day. 23 more days still to come. However, it's been worth it. Why? Because it's really shown me the value of the commitment it takes to create a really big vision. The commitment it takes to stand alongside the women that I'll be walking alongside in Malawi when I go to visit them to see the extraordinary work of the Hunger Project. Because they don't have a choice. They don't have a choice at the end of the day whether they walk or not, whether they want to put their feet up or not, whether they're tired or not. They have to get up. They have to walk. They've got to do those miles to be able to create the lifestyle for their families where they can just even barely survive. And that's what brings me on to the second most exciting milestone so far. Today, this weekend, I've cracked, with your help, your generosity, the first $5,000 of the fundraising. That's so awesome to me. Why? Because it means that together we've managed to be able to train 4,000, that's right, 4,000 local volunteers. That's one way that the Hunger Project can use $5,000, to train local volunteers to work with their fellow villagers, to educate them on the importance of health and nutrition for mothers and young babies. You might think, why is that so important? Well, in the developing world where 870 million people go hungry every day, 60% of them are women, and most of the rest are children. Even more so, girl children. So this training, this education is not just about health, it's not just about nutrition, it's about actually helping the society recognize the value of all people, young and old, male and female. And that to me is life-changing for them and for us as a world to be able to all get onto that same level playing ground. So that says to me at $1.20, that's the difference we've made. $1.20 is all it takes to train one volunteer. A volunteer who can change the lives of tens or hundreds of people, rippling across generations. What can $1.20 get for us in Australia? A third of a cup of coffee? A fifth of a glass of wine or a pint of beer? Or maybe 15 minutes at the local Hollywood blockbuster at the movies, if you're a fan of movies like I am. What's more, we are so blessed in Australia because we don't need to make that choice. We don't need to make a one-off sacrifice of $1.20 to train or $1.20 on a third of a cup of coffee. The sort of thing that we have a choice on every day and money to spare in our pockets. So I'm here to ask you today to help me reach the next milestone in this incredible goal that together we're creating. To go for the 10,000 mark, to raise another $5,000, to reach out to your friends and to your family for $5, for $10. Every little counts. $5, you've trained 4 volunteers. Better yet, for the next 5,000, my sights are set on the fact that we can now provide 100 microfinance loans, primarily to women, to help them get the break they need, to create an environment for themselves, for their families, where their tummies are full, their heads get an education, and they have freedom of choice of how they'd like to live their life, to improve the qualities, to get a basic standard that we take for granted. So for those of you who've already been so supportive in sharing this message and in donating, your generosity has been overwhelming to me, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I thank you on behalf of the women, the children, the communities, the generations that your support has changed the lives for. And I ask for your continued support for your friends and your family to receive this message, and for those of you who are watching who have not yet donated, to please dig deep, sacrifice a glass of wine this weekend, forego a movie. Or if you're sitting there going, but that's $10 I could take my kids for an ice cream. Think about this. What about educating them for $10? What about helping them realize there's a world so much bigger and that they have a part to play in making a change for good? Help them realize instead of an ice cream this week, they can be able to put their money, some of what you're giving them, into something so much bigger. Not asking for it every week or every day. I'm asking for it once to change somebody's life. Will you do that? For those of you who are already behind me, thank you. For those that will be in future, thank you again. Check out the link beneath the video if you're on YouTube, or on the Facebook post to see how to be able to find the Hunger Project's contribution page. Sherryn Walks 500 kilometers, that'd be me, and put in your donation today. My next target is 8th of July, my birthday. Another year of my life, this time dedicated to changing others' lives with your help. So $10,000, here we come. 5 more thousand, 100 more microfinance loans to change the lives of those who can't do it without us. Thank you, from the bottom of my heart, thank you.